buzzing on that beat. Oh.
Late at night, kiss me in the morning or late at night.
I don't know about that.
Long as you come through, I'ma make it come over and over. I'ma treat you like I'm supposed to. You better never make no time for these niggas. Cause when I ride, I'ma ride with you. I can't fuckin' with nobody. I can't keep living like this, I can't. I tell her what it is and I tell her what it ain't. She know that I've been all on the walls like I paint. Told her at times I wanna give you trust, but I can't. Bitch, I really got it out the mud, climbing up the ranks. When they see me outside, I'm a high roller. I've been on a global jet, but nigga, I fly.
Hey, what up, y'all? I'm Ogun.
And I am Oshun.
And this is 5
On the back,
Texts.
I just fucked off a million, but I still gotta say.
This is 5 Texts where we engage with our community and we take 5 texts from our community members. You can ask us anything under the sun and we're gonna do our best to answer those. So let's get into it.
First question by Paul. How did you meet and what was it that told each of you, this is the person I want to be with and make a family with? Amazing family, by the way. And he also wants to know who the better dancer is.
How did we meet? I think our first initial meeting was at a bowling alley. I want to say it was a bowling alley that's here in Portland, Oregon. It's called Grand Central. Initially, I think that was our first introduction to each other. Yeah, I think that was that it? Pretty sure that was the first introduction.
Well, the first
We knew
time
of each other.
I seen you was when you came out at Jefferson High School at a talent show, and the whole auditorium stood up, and I was just like, who is this dude? I need to know.
It was me. It was me. And since it was a talent show, and you want to know who's the better dancer, it's me.
Yeah.
Unless it's TikTok, then she probably got it.
No,
No?
I don't dance unless I'm drunk.
I didn't know I wanted to be the person I wanted to be with and make a family with. It was kind of organic for me. I would speak for myself. It was kind of organic. If you lead properly, then naturally that other person will follow naturally. You know what I mean? If you lead correctly. She led correctly, I led correctly, so naturally we just kind of followed each other. But I knew she was a good person. Wasn't necessarily anything in my mind like, yeah, I'm about to start a family with her. It was more, like I said, of an organic thing, and we came together, we was around each other, we built upon knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and growing with each other, and then from then, we had babies, and we still raising our children.
I agree. And also spiritually, I believe we were supposed to be. So like he said, it all happened organically. Y'all don't know I had him bars.
She got bars, y'all. She got bars. I won't deny
But
that.
I do agree that it was all organic. Nothing was planned.
Okay, question number 2 from Say Keith. Are you currently in a poly relationship? And what are some things as the man does to make all the women feel the same? No, we are not currently in a poly relationship. What are some things a man does to make the women feel the same? I would say naturally it should be equal time. Equal time is time equals love, right? So naturally you want to build upon time, which is the best and most powerful thing that you have is time. In workforce, you want to work hard so you can take your time back. It's essentially what you're doing is selling your time for a product or service, right? So initially I think it's trust, honesty, and just being very transparent and authentic, you know what I mean? And let them, just kind of let them know that you are loved the same, but you are loved for different things, and there's nothing wrong with being different.
Okay, this question is from Tanya. Excuse me if I mispronounce. I always wondered if she helps you with massages, but what made y'all go to the poly way, and how does it affect y'all's relationship? No, I do not help with massages. I help in other ways to get him prepared for his massages. I do create the oils, but I do not help physically with the massages. And How does it affect or help y'all relationship being poly? For me, is a major healer and helps me to internally review my self-love is the main part.
All right, next question is from Tyona HB. I have trust issues due to previous relationships, and it's not that I don't want to believe in the person I'm talking to now. It's just hard no matter how much I tell myself I do. I also still have trouble expressing myself. How do or did you guys overcome that?
That is a work in progress. With the trust, I will say, in my opinion, the trust comes from yourself. You have to be able to trust yourself that if you are not receiving the things that you have put out there and asked to be given back to you, boundaries, your desires, your needs, then you have to trust yourself to cut that off or to set that up so that you do get that. And a lot of the times we don't trust ourselves. So working on that currently, being authentic, being vulnerable, and trusting myself that our connection will survive no matter what it looks like through the change.
All right, so now we have from Kiara B. How did you overcome infidelity? How did you come to the conclusion to be poly? I was a bad boy, so I'm gonna let her answer that.
No, you answered.
I answered?
I answered
Okay.
the last one.
Okay. I've never really dealt with any kind of, well, infidelity has been situations in our relationship back and forth. Of course, people go on phones and stuff like that and finding out certain things and, you know, going through life. 24 years of being together, you're definitely going to run into some snags. And there's going to be other people, you know, sneaking into your relationship. That's just kind of, I guess, I can't see anybody being together for 30 years without kind of having any kind of anything, right? For me to overcome it, I believe, this is just my personal opinion, right? Everybody got their own personal opinions, but I believe that, you know, as black men, I've never seen any black man, even with having children, being stuck in one place and stuck in one home. So to me, I believe that all black men are polyamorous because, you know, it is a bloodline, even in the Bible. You know what I mean? Men have multiple wives. I do believe that men are capable of loving more than one person based upon their DNA and their genetics as well, you know what I mean? So I have a deeper belief in that. Conclusion to be poly, again, I had to come with some truth to myself and understand myself and why I was dealing with and doing the things that I was doing. So I was never taught about polyamorous when growing up, right? That would be a misleading thing that, you know, a lot of men is being taught to be a player, have a different women, but don't tell them about each other. Can't know about each other. You know what I mean?
So they're taught to lie.
They're taught to lie. We have been conditioned to lie. You know what I mean? We have been conditioned to lie from the gate. You know, I even remember my stepfather, telling me, "Tell me the truth, but lie to your mom." He literally told me that. Like, this is my stepfather told me, like, don't lie to me. You know, just don't tell your mom all the truth if you don't want to tell her. That was even inflicted on me to tell my mother from another grown man. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to get in trouble. So of course I didn't want to tell my mom that I was coming home late or where I was at and stuff like that. So for him to even tell me that, that's something that stuck out in my head. And then of course going through like real adolescence and dealing with females, you know, different schools and talking to this one, that one, you wasn't taught to tell them about each other. So earliest form of conditioning was young men are taught to lie, which is a very toxic, disempowering masculine thing. Like, to be masculine and to be 100% authentic, you should be real. That way, at least they can make a choice decision. 9 times out of 10, they might still mess with you. You know what I'm saying? So we just never been taught to deal with that on that kind of level.
I also believe that as humans, we are polyamorous. If you look around, you love many people. You may not be intimate or have a sexual relationship or of that nature with all of those people, but you love many different people, and we have been taught to condition to be toxic monogamous, and that comes with selfishness and possessiveness. You think you own somebody, you think you own their time, And really, it comes down to communicating authentically. Yes, I'm interested in this person. I just want to be friends with this person. I want you to be involved with, like, communicate, and then listen to the person that you're communicating to.
Late at night, catch me in the